All right. Welcome everybody to T's Trading Gist. It's the first video as promised. First of many that I'm gonna be bringing. Like I said, just here to share trading discoveries and save you some time on the chat. So hopefully all those videos become useful to you and they benefit you one way or the other in your trading journey. So today the video I want to bring to you is about finding trading direction or bias for the next session or the next trading candle, what whichever way you want to put it, but mainly how to find direction, as that is a main issue when you're looking to trade. You wonder because when I started trading, I one of the main questions will be, okay, I've learned some of these basic things. What do I do next? How do I know the direction I'm going to be going? What next for me? And yeah, this will be one of those videos that I believe will be useful to you, even if you're an experienced trader or you're a beginner. It will be something that will be useful to you. Okay, so make sure you subscribe because there's going to be a lot more videos. There's going to be more week outlook. Although this Sunday I'm just going to use it to do this. I hopefully will be doing two videos, one on Sundays and one on Wednesdays. The Wednesdays will be for my outlook for the week, and ideally it should be the other way around, I think. So maybe Wednesday will be the for the titles, and then Sunday should be the outlook for the week, I think. Let me know, what do you prefer? Just if you think it should be whichever way, just put in a comment and I will do as you have said. All right, here we go. So today, like I said, I'm going to be covering how to find trading direction. Okay. Um, the way I find market direction is so simple. You'll kick yourself when I show you, and literally that's the way it is, really. And by the way, don't mind my background. I'm in the kids' room. My family's all downstairs. The ground floor is covered. Everybody in a Sunday evening, come to eat dinner and everything. So yeah, I'm in a kids' room. They have a nice desk set up here as well, so I'm using their desk and all that. Okay, back to it. So there's a couple of things you just need to know. You need to know. Um, you need to understand three things. Okay, on a candle. So at this point, I would assume that you understand what a candle is. You've covered the basics of trading. You know all those things, pips, leverage. You know all of that. So you're coming with that slight understanding to a certain extent. Okay. So the thing you need to understand is about the close, the highs, and the lows of candles. Okay, of candles mainly. And my preference would be to start on a higher time frame. The reason for that is the higher the time frame, the stronger the directional bias and accuracy when you decide to trade. Okay, so what that simply means is if we're looking at a higher time frame, the effect of a higher time frame on your trading is a lot more stronger, and it gives you more accuracy when you're trading in that direction. Okay, when you're trading in the direction of a higher time frame, it's a lot better for you. It keeps you on the winning side most often of the time. Okay, so now what we then need to do is we need to see or observe two sessions or two candles of your desired time frame. But bear in mind, I said higher time frame, and when I'm talking about higher time frame, I'm talking about you start looking at monthly, weeklies. The lowest I would ever go is daily. Okay, the moment you go lower than the daily, it starts to become less accurate for you, and you're less on the direction of the banks. Okay, trading with the banks is the best thing, and there's some things I will show you later as the series goes on. Okay, so we want to have two sessions or two candles of our desired time frame. Okay, so if it's going to be weekly, then for example today is Sunday in UK, Sunday UK. So we're going to be looking at last week's candle and the week previous. So we're going to be looking at week so last week and the upper week. So the week before last week. Those are our two candles we're looking at. If we're looking at weeklies, if we're looking at dailies, so we're going to be looking at Friday's candle versus Thursday's candle to determine what Monday is going to look like. Okay. So having said that, what we then need to do is we must look at the high and the low of the previous candle. And we're going to name these candles as time goes on. So the most current candle, so which is, for example, if we're looking at days, for example, so today's Sunday, supposing Saturday as the candle, we're going to call Saturday candle 1, and we're going to call Sunday's candle today's candle. So sorry, we're going to call Saturday's candle as candle 2, and we're going to call Friday's candle as candle 1. So the candle that is the oldest candle is 1. The most current candle is candle 2. Okay. So what we then want to do is we must then look at the highs and low of the previous candle. So we're looking at the highs and low of candle 1. Okay. Now, when we then look at the close of the newest candle, that's candle 2. So in this picture that I just painted now about Friday versus Saturday, if Saturday has a candle, okay? So we're going to be looking at, so for us to know where to go today on Sunday, if we were to trade today, this is an example, okay? So we're going to be looking at what happened to Saturday's candle and what happened to Friday's candle. We're going to be comparing those. So what did Saturday's candle do versus what did Friday's candle do? Okay. And what we just want to observe is we want to observe where Saturday's candle closed at. Okay. We want to observe where Saturday's candle closed at in comparison to Friday's candle. Okay. Friday's candle is already formed as well. We can see the highs, we can see the lows. Saturday's candle, we can see the highs, we can see the lows as well. We can see the close. We then want to see what direction did Saturday's candle close. Okay, we're looking at the daily now. Remember that scenario, that's a picture painted. So we then want to observe that. So the direction at which Saturday candle, which is candle 2 in this scenario, remember, closes. Sorry, let me. So like I said, we're going to be observing the direction Saturday candle, which is candle 2, closes in respect to Friday's candle, candle 1. Okay. Now, the direction Saturday candle closes in respective to Friday's candle, yeah, that direction determines where we're going to be going today on Sunday if we were trading. Okay. So I'll show you a better picture as we go. So having observed all the 6 points, so the final point, observe what direction the newest candle closes. So the newest candle, which is candle 2, that direction. Now let us look at what the sell scenario would look like based on this simple explanation I gave now. So for example, we're going to be observing the close, the highs and the lows of our candles. Our preference is going to be a higher time frame. We're going to be looking at a higher time frame, and the stronger that is, the better, the stronger and the more accurate our direction of trading. If we decide to trade, we're going to be looking at 2 sessions. Okay, it's going to be 2 sessions of candles already closed. So we're not predicting those 2 sessions. Those two sessions are already sorted for us. They're already there for us, and we're just looking at them, observing them, and then using that to determine where we're going the following day or the following session. Okay. And then what we then need to do is we must look at the high and lows of the previous candle. We then look at the close of the newest candle in comparison to the old candle or the first candle, candle 1. And then we observe that direction the newest candle closes. Now, here is a diagram, of a sell scenario, how it would look like. Okay, so remember I said we're going to label the oldest candle, candle 1, and the most current candle, candle 2. Okay, So in essence, what I explained to you, this is how it looks like on the chart. It should look like, okay? So candle 2, we will be watching for where candle 2 will be closing, or we'll be observing that so that we can know what to do in the next session. It will help us to decide what direction to go in the next candle, next session. So in this case, we notice the highs and low of candle 1. We can see clearly that's an open, that's a close. I realize this should be a red candle now. So anyway, but just get the gist. There's a theory and the practical of it. Although I've painted the colors a bit different. I know normally nobody would put a red, a down close candle as red. Sorry, a down close candle as green. So in this scenario, so pardon the picture, but just listen to the explanation as you can see here. So we can see the highs and low of candle 1. What you want to notice is where they did candle 2 close at in respect to the high and low of candle 1. And as you can see, candle 2 closes below the low of candle 1. Once we observe that, that is telling us that the probability of the next session that we're meant to be trading in, that direction is going in the same direction as candle 2. So this is like for direction, yeah, direction, where did the candle close? Okay, and you can simply do this exercise and jump on your chart right now. If you have, you can go on your phone right now. So maybe if you're watching on YouTube on your laptop, you can grab your phone and just go on your trading platform. It could be MT4, whatever it is. You go on there and you just start to observe the candles, on the monthly, on the weekly, and the daily. Just look at them. Look at what is happening in respective to the previous highs and lows, where they close. So this scenario is telling us that there's a high probability. So candle 2, like I said, candle 2 closes below the low of candle 1. This indicates to us that looking for shorts or selling will be our safest direction to trade in the next session or in the next candle. Okay? Yeah, I hope that is clear. It's very, very simple. What side of the high or low of candle 1 did candle 2 close? That's all we're looking at. So that's for the sell scenario. Now for the buy scenario, you just flip it over. Okay, this time I think maybe I got the candles color right. For those of you like, oh, the color. Okay, so as you can see, candle 2, here it is. It closed above the high of candle 1. It closed above the high of candle 1. So therefore, that is telling us now that what? It is indicating to us that longs or buying will be our safest direction to trade in the next session or the next candle. You're getting it now, right? It's really, really simple. I mean, having traded for like almost 10 years now, my first, obviously everybody goes through this, and the first 5, for me, I mean, our learning curve is different because, we all got different fingerprints and we got different DNAs and different brain network neurons and all that. So we learn at different paces and, what have you. So if you're struggling, don't worry, hang in there. If you just keep on, you will pull through on the other side. Don't give up. But one of the ways I've helped myself to digest trading and to give me peace of mind, in the way I trade, which I'll be breaking down as we go along on this journey on T's Trading Gist, you will realize how less stressful trading can be if you just go this way. So to any one of you that then adapt my trading strategy and style, that'll be amazing. It will be amazing to hear what your thoughts are as we go along and as you enjoy using these strategies. So back to the lesson. So we can see that candle 2 closes above the high of candle 1, and that simply tells us that we should be looking for longs or buying in our next session. Okay, it's telling us that we have a higher probability of success if we looked for um, buying in the next session, in the next candle. Okay, so there's another way it looks like, on the charts that I explained to you. So as you can see, the same points have been listed here that I listed point 1 to 6. And as you can see, supposing we wanted to trade in this session, if you look at the previous session 1, 2, you can see 2 closes aggressively above 1. That's telling us that the next session has a high probability of going in that same direction. Okay, the same thing here. The green candle here is 1. We have candle 2. It closes below, so it's telling us that we have a high probability of short in the next session. Okay, now you can see that this candle, it didn't close as red, but this is what happened. That simply means that if you didn't find any opportunity to go short, then you don't go short. But when you do find that opportunity, as you can see, because you wait, look at what happens. Look at the reward. Look at the reward of your patience of waiting. And obviously I'll be showing you as time goes on how I enter into the trades, how I take the trades. You'll be seeing that, and then you can start running with that and see how you can benefit yourself with this trading strategy or trading outlook, the way I look at trading, really. Yeah. So, and the other thing is this: as long as candle 2 is closing above or below candle 1s, we continue to look to trade in that direction. So what do I mean by that? If we came down here, so supposing we were not aware of this candle, you can see 1 and 2, 2 closes above 1. The next scenario, we're looking for buying. Yeah, that's all we're looking for. This candle, so now this new candle that we have here becomes candle 2, and that becomes candle 1. Okay, and as you can see, candle 2 didn't close above or below our new candle 1, so therefore we still continue to look for our buying scenario. Okay, we keep going long. Okay, now as we complete this new candle, which becomes candle 2, that becomes candle 1, and as you see, it closes above candle 1. We keep looking for buys. As this candle forms and completes, this becomes candle 1, and this is our candle 2. Because candle 2 closes above candle 1, we still look for buy scenarios. Okay, yeah, so we look for buy opportunity there. Okay, now as this new candle forms to become candle 2, and this become candle 1, you can see it closed above this candle, so we're expecting for buying in this candle. Look at this candle that's become red now. So in this red week, we are looking for buying scenarios. Now remember, in trading, if you're not used to or have the mind that there's a possibility for me to lose a trade, then you're not ready to trade. But the way you can flip that mindset is this: that you don't lose. So to me, as time goes on, for me to help my psychology, because trading is a battle of psychology as well, I tell myself I either win or I learn. Why? Because I go over the trade. I find out why did I lose. I backtrack and think, okay, what could I have done differently? So I use it as a lesson learned for my next trades. And this is what every successful trader would have done or should be doing. And so that means really I have an instant feedback of my decision. And this is another thing about the market. The market will show you who you really are. If you're a coward, it will tell you you're a coward. If you jump into conclusion too much, it will deal with you. You get that instant feedback. Feedback is always good anyway, because if you get an instant feedback, it tells you instantly that your decision making is wrong. Therefore, you should go back and think, okay, how can I approach this next time? Which is a good thing in life. It's good to have instant feedback, and when you do stuff, if businesses could have instant feedback, business will they will save billions and will make billions. But they spend time in research and doing customer research and all that just so that they can get feedback. That's why businesses and products and all that, they will ask you for feedback, because if you gave them feedback, it would then give them an opportunity to improve on the next production, or to improve on the way they go about their customer service or whatever they have to do you know yeah, so feedback is good. It is good, and that's what the market does. So depending on the time frame you're trading on, if you're trading on them tiny 1 minute time frame, you will get your feedback a lot quicker. Okay, a lot quicker. Like if you messed up a trade, you get burnt out straight away. And the higher the time frame, obviously the longer it takes for you to get your feedback. So yeah. So back to the example here. So as you can see, apologies for that. Uh, so as you can see, that this candle becomes candle 2, it closes below candle 1. So therefore, we'll then tell ourselves we're looking for sell scenarios on the next candle. Okay, and as you can see, the next candle, it didn't close above or below. Okay, so therefore we continue to say we're looking for we're looking for sell scenarios. Okay, and as you can see, do we get opportunity? Yes, we would have gotten opportunity trading, because we don't the time frame we use to get direction is not the time frame we trade from. Okay, so the time frame we trade from is a lower time frame. I'll be showing you all of that as time goes on. So but for now, we need a direction time frame, and the direction time frame is a higher time frame. So you can stick to your monthly, you can stick to weekly, you can stick to daily. I flip between weekly and daily, because I realize that some people, like I said, the market will reveal who you are. So I found out as time goes on, I'm a kind of guy that I just want to trade in a day and get it done and look for another trade, the following day. That's me. While some people, they're good at holding trades for days, for weeks, for months. There's a gentleman on Instagram that I used to follow, and I do still follow. Amazing trader. I think his name is Roy. Roy is his name. Roy the Coin. Roy, if you come across my video, shout out to you. But he is, I think he's a king of swing trading in our modern time that I've seen. So I don't know about back in them days when trading started and all that. But now, currently, Roy kills it. So if you want to learn more about swing trading, he is your man. He is your man. So go look for him. He's got a couple of videos on YouTube as well, and he's quite active on his Instagram, and I think Facebook as well. Yeah. So yeah, check him out. I mean, free resource, free plug for you guys. So like I said, we just continue to trade in the direction of our candle ones and candle twos. But in all this, when all of this is happening, when we don't have closes above and below, there's something you can do, and I'll be telling you that in other videos. But for now, this is our focus, and without uh, um, you know um, without convoluting the process for you guys, yeah, this is it. So your action item, guys. What I want you to do is for you to go to your favorite charts and mark out all the examples and notice the direction, and take a tally of how many times you got the direction right. Okay, so what I want you to do is you just do an eyeball test, literally, and okay, you say this is. So now, for example, you can do uh, um last week and the previous week. So look at what direction last week closed in comparison to the upper week. So last week will be our week candle 2, and the upper week will be our candle 1. I want you to check out the candle 2, which was last week, close in respect to candle 1, the upper week, and use that to determine where the next week is going to go. So this new week we are in. So go do that. Yeah, and just take a tally of how many times you got that right. So you can go as far back as you want. So obviously we're starting a new week. Some of you obviously use that as a mental how will I say, take a mental note that okay, this week I am deciding, or I believe the candle is going to close, in whatever direction based on the close of last week compared to upper week. So do that assignment. But I want you to go back on the chart and just look at, okay, if I started on this week now and I don't know what's going to happen next week. So let me give you an example. So you can, for example, start here or anywhere, really. Just as supposing I'm here right now. So this is my candle 2, my candle 1 and candle 2. What direction should I be looking for trade in this next week? Candle 3, okay? So, but because candle 2 didn't close above or below candle 1, what should I do? You go back. This is where we've had the most recent confirmation. Look, this candle closed below that candle. So candle 2 closed below candle 1 here. So is our probability is for a short in this candle. Okay? And as you can see, this candle didn't close below this old candle 2. So which has become candle 1. What should we do then? What should we do? Like what are we gonna do? We stick we stick to that direction. We stick to looking for trades in that direction. That's all we do until we get our feedback from the market. Until the banks tell us, okay, we're going in this direction now. Okay, but because this is a weekly time frame, as time goes on, like I said, I'll tell you what next to do. So yeah, you just do that exercise and just say, okay, I will look for. So in this case, we'll look for sales. Look, sell that week. If you look for selling opportunity, would you have got some profit? Yes, you would have. Okay, you would have. Okay, and then we stick to that direction the following week. Are we going to get opportunity to sell? Maybe, because you got this week here happening. There's a week on top of the week candle. I hope my tongue is kind of heavy. So yeah, um, part, part of the reason why I've not posted right for a long time on any platform is because I have a lisp. In case you don't know, right, I have a lisp. I'm sure you know right now, but I got a lisp, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I got a lisp, and the funny thing is, I do sing as well. So I do sing. I do sing in my local church. It's it's amazing. But I've been carrying this lisp all my life. I've learned to work with it and cope with it. That's life, man. There's some things that you can't control, but you gotta live with it, and you have to make the best of it. Okay, so yeah, you just continue that exercise really, and see what happens. For example, now supposing these are our candle 2 and this is candle 1. Look at that, boom, aggressive, close above candle 1, and then based on my theory now that I've taught you guys, we're gonna be looking for bullish scenario next week. Are we gonna get any opportunity? This week doesn't look like there's even no opportunity for buying. Yeah. So this week you don't get any trade. That's fine. When you don't get to trade, you don't lose any money. You don't gain. So you're flat. So which is good. And then we wait for the following week. Are we gonna get a buying opportunity, bullish opportunity? Because look at that week. So it means price opened and then went up there and then came down to close. So we would have had one opportunity there. But based on the way I trade, I will have shown you. I will show you as time goes on how you can jump on those kind of trades. Okay. And then this new candle 1 becomes this become candle 1, and this new week over here becomes candle 2. And as you can see, it closed aggressively below candle one. And then that tells us as well the following week start looking for selling opportunities. Okay. And then are we gonna get any selling opportunity here? Probably we'll do. We'll do have a little bit come all the way down here. We have some, and then we stick to that direction because as this new week forms, it doesn't close above or below candle one here. As this become candle two, and then this become candle one, and this become candle two. You can see it doesn't close above or below. Well, what do we do again? Remember, what do? We stick to the direction. That direction, the feedback we got here. Okay? And we look for sell scenarios. And look, if you were patient enough, you'd have been able to get a barn burner of a trade here. Boom. Yeah? You would have gotten a selling scenario, selling opportunity somewhere here, or opportunities, more than one. And then this become candle two, and that becomes one. He's telling us, look, keep looking for selling opportunities. And look, this week again, boom, another sell opportunity. So this week closes below that week, boom, another selling opportunity. But now, guys, what I don't want you to do now is this picture that I took is not correct as is. So you need to go in your live chat. Don't use it. Don't use. Okay, thankfully, anyway, I think the pair is not on the screen, so you wouldn't. So I don't want you to use this to go say, oh, there's a pair on the screen that T said is going to go in a direction. So this is just an example, okay? It's an example. So don't use this. It has to be fresh. It has to be live, okay? So this is just an example. All right. So I'm going to bring the video to a close right now. But just to run through again, remember, don't make it difficult for yourself. And remember your action item, okay? Go do that. Go do that, okay? Go on your chats right now and get this action done, okay? By the way, I'll be giving away this PDF. Well, is it PDF or Google, whatever it is, this document. If you want it, I just want you to go on my Instagram and DM me. That DM me. Just say, what should we say now? DM me, say candle one, candle two. I think so. Do C1, C2. Let's use that. DM me C1, C2, and I'll send you this document. As time goes on, I'll update it. As the video goes, I'll update it so it becomes a big document. And at the end of the day, you have a big document that you can look at and you can use and you can work with. So that's the aim, really. And also, as time goes on, depending on what you guys say you want, or based on the question I'm getting, and it will determine what direction I'm going to be going. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this is useful to you. Okay, it's useful to you. Feel free to go back, play it, put it on slow mo or fast forward, play by 1.2, 1.5x or 1.7x. Yeah. I hope this is useful to you. And make sure, guys, look at this. This is crazy. I didn't type this to show you that this is a raw, like, boom, let's delete that. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope this has been useful for you. And feel free to send me a comment and DM me. I'm very responsive on my DM. And follow as well on on Instagram. I'll be sharing some other thoughts on Instagram and stuff like that. Sometimes I do make bold predictions sometimes on Instagram, but I did one last weekend and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've not done this in a long time to come out and say, look, the market is gonna do this. I was correct at the end of the day. But I lost on the point of going up. This was US 500, but I stuck to my direction. I was going bullish, and it absolutely killed it last week. It was amazing. So I lost 1% on that first trade when I told everybody to go in, and then the second entry was like pure gold, like recouped everything back. Well, just 1%. So that's another thing you need to bear in mind. Do not. There's some non-negotiables when you're going to be trading. Okay, for me, one of the non-negotiable is my risk management. I never do more than 1%. It doesn't matter how that trade looks like. I never do more than 1%. But sometimes when I know, okay, right, I did something for my son, right? So I gave him 50 quid, and what I just did for one of the days was I risked 25 pounds. Okay, I opened an account for him, and I risked 25 pounds um for that trade for him. I just wanted to show him the power of knowing how to trade, and that 25 pounds became, I think, 100 pounds. So his 150 pounds was, became 150 quid, and his face lit up. He was like, my son loves making money. He's very competitive. He loves making money, right? So yeah, I did that to show him the power, but I told him, listen, you need to learn how to risk, because it wouldn't always go this way. That before you can get it like this, because it's because I'm just confident in what I'm doing. There's a learning curve to it. Um, you need to keep your risk management in place. Now, I don't know if that was a good lesson for me to teach him to convert that 50 to like 150 quid, like because I risked 25 pounds, and he just like, I think when we made 5% of that, so it was times five we got. Yeah, so times five or times four, yeah, times four. So I don't know if that was a good training I gave him, but I felt if I showed him how he could, profit, then it will inspire him to be like, you know what, I think there's a way out. There's Dad is doing it, I can do it, and I think he can, because he's quite intelligent, really, a young man. So yeah, so I hope this video has been useful to you. And yeah, let me know. Let me know how it goes for you this week. I'll hopefully try to post another video. Um, before the week runs out. Yeah, and we'll take it up from there, really. And I hope this has been a good, useful one for you. Take care of yourself. So don't forget, if you want to like the video, like the video is fine. I think everybody that does YouTube, they tell everybody like the video and subscribe. You guys know by now. Like and subscribe. It's good to like and subscribe. If you feel like, share it with somebody, your trading friend, you guys look at it. It's be good for them. So go for it, man. Go for it. Okay. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Have an amazing week, a winning week ahead. And yeah, I'll catch you some other time. I'll be looking out for your messages on Instagram. And follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM if you want the document. I'll send it over to you. Yeah, and yeah, let's make it happen, okay? All the best. Take care. Have a winning week, guys.